Hello YouTube family. I'm doing this video this morning on what inspired me to change. So before I was 13, I dealt with little small things, small emotional things. And then when I was 13, it was a shift in my life. Even though I was a good child, a good person, I ran into some situations that changed my life forever. I started hanging around people that weren't so good for me, not because I wanted to be around those people, but because of the background that I grew up from, we always had. And the people that gravitated towards me were the people who didn't have. And I didn't know that lesson of life. So I would be around those people, and those people would just be basically, leading me into their world. A lot of times we're around people, we could become bad people like them, or we can become good people like them, or they could become bad people like us or good people like us. And unfortunately, some of my good traits rubbed off on them, and some of my their bad rubbed off on me. Even if I did not participate, you know what I'm saying, by you being around, sometimes you just as guilty. So when I was 13 years old, I wanted to be a veterinarian. Even beforehand, I loved animals. And then it was the atmosphere just shifted. So, I went through some situations where I felt like, I was alone. And God blessed me to get out of those situations. But it was like every time something happened, it was like I would get the worst consequence out of everybody. Because I was, God had a plan for my life and He really wanted me to wake up. The trouble that I could have been in, it was a trick of the enemy so I would never be able to prosper. So now, still to this day, I'm still stuck fixing things from a decade ago or over. So it can be done, but the reason why I changed my life is because when I started going down that path and I started getting in trouble, I was like, I don't want this for me. And I started rerouting and I started doing things different because God was trying to wake me up and try to get me to understand. And everybody has that choice when they're going down the wrong path to continue going because of hurt and pain, or they can just say, you know what, enough is enough. I'm going to handle myself. I'm going to handle my situation and what's going on, and I will not let it defeat me. So that's what I did. I didn't let it defeat me. I started, understanding that I didn't need to be around certain people and things like that. So like I said, the reason why I wanted to change my life is because I seen, when I wasn't doing the best things wouldn't happen to me. But the greater I became and the better of a person that I was, blessings started pouring and raining in my life. So people think that they can get over by stealing, lying, and cheating to get ahead, but they don't know that they're putting themselves in the back of the line because God is not going to allow us to prosper in that type of way. So I just wanted to give y'all a synopsis of why I changed my life and why I'm going to continue to do better and I'm going to continue to grow. Some people, they failed the test when it came to recidivating themselves, to transforming themselves, to renewing their minds. So the Bible says that God's people are destroyed through lack of knowledge, and that's why I was almost destroyed through a lack of knowledge. So now that I have the knowledge I need to take those tools and apply them at all times. If you know somebody that's going down the wrong path, show them the reasons why they should be on the right path. Show them the difference of right and wrong. Sometimes it has to be taught over. Sometimes somebody needs to see it differently in their paradigm. People need positive influences around them at all times. But I'm going to let y'all go. Gladly chosen, keeping them woken, doing a little bit exposing and shining light, subscribe and like to the channel if you haven't already. And y'all just remain faithful, remain persistent, remain hopeful, remain positive, remain all those things that will help you stay at the top. Talk to you later.